Goodoink. Actually starting the stream.
Woo.
Then we're gonna post that we're live on all states, all the tri-state area. We're gonna do it. I'm really gonna do it. It works a little funky, but we're gonna be just fine. Let me pull up. Wait, I forgot to do the thing here. Skadoink. That's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Except you. You're not fine. Because I'm going to hit you with a rock. Affectionately, of course. The only fine I want to see you is in fine pieces. Me going to SCP-914 and slapping it because it's pretty fine.
Sorry, I'm just now imagining like a fucking like metal clank, a crunch, and like a Pepino yell as you get your hand crunched.
Only 2 days of playtime remaining. Don't worry, chat. I pre-allocated shit, so it should be fine. We'll just have another... That shit should be renewed soon. Also, sorry I didn't grind up Red Mage all the way to 60, because grinding a DPS without a player too, kind of fucking sucks. They really need to, like, do something, like an XP adjustment or something for, like, DPS characters, because that shit is unreasonably fucked. That said, oh, also, we're trying something new with the character models. I decided to. It's not complete. I don't have the other emotes, but it does look nice, and I forget to use most of the other emotes anyway. So who cares? Also, we're going back to the old way of styling the hair too. I love that. Um, I love how drippy this new bottle is. I was experimenting last time. We were a little drippy in previous iterations, but I think this one is nice and drippy. I think my main issue with doing like the drippy emotes is because like if it's something that's meant to be in motion, just having the drops like stick there would be like a little I guess off for me, but I animated the dripping on this. So now we have dripping. We're actually like fucking symbiote maxing. Oh, yeah, there's an MSQ. Welcome to Kirabania. Yeah, Red Mage is not a you have like an hour or two by yourself type of level up character, and as a result, just like Little Alamigo, it will be forgotten. You probably already heard, but there are plenty of factions in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see one with the most influence. Their headquarters are located in a place called Ralger's Reach, an old temple to the east of here across the Velodina River. I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. So, just a brief rundown. I'm not gonna really spoil too much, but just a sort of gist of what's going on right now is circumstances got pretty fucked, and as a result it has kind of forced the Alliance's hand into actually giving a shit about Alamigo.
In a good or negative way? Like, positive? Like, are we, like, helping them, or are we trying to just...
Help Alamigo.
Okay.
But the circumstances are...
Dubious?
Circumstances are a little dubious, because what was a, because basically, that fort over there belongs to Garlemald. Like, Alamigo's in Garlemald, occupation. And the Alliance didn't want to, like, start a full-on war with Garlemald? Or Garlemald? However you say it. Like, we weren't gonna be, like, the Alliance wasn't gonna be fighting the Garleans yet. They're like, oh, however, shit happened, and it sort of forced the hand, where it's like, shit went down, that could basically amount to a false flag operation, and the Alliance is like, well, now we might as well just actually, like... Basically, like, there was a false flag so dubious that it's, like, so, like, brutal that it's like, yeah, I think we actually need to, like, well, we're gonna be fighting anyway. It's the, like, we're not talking our way out of this one anyway, so we might as well contact people in one of its occupied territories and seek alliances with those territories to then to help in taking on the Garleans. So that's basically the gist, is due to a false flag operation, why is the input audio very loud? Let me tick that down a notch. Just a couple of decibels. There we go. That might have been a bit too loud. Want to make sure I wasn't like peeking the mic or anything. I swapped over OBS from one to another. I'm no longer using the Steam version. I shouldn't have been using the Steam version in the first place, but I just wanted to, like... I would be real, I was a little lazy. But now it's getting in the way of multiplayer, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, more or less, the main issue that we are, here, let me nuke the window capture volume just in case too. There we go. Shit, I didn't pay attention to what they said. Well, that's fine. Cannot exit. Oh, hello, Leshy. Hello, I'm a druid. I speak for the trees. They are apparently telling me to fuck myself. Aha, they buffed the casting time. I could just do this. They made Holy just as fast as Stone. I have no more slots in my inventory. Yummy. Shit, we should actually probably take our funky XP drink, shouldn't we? But let's get out of hostile terrain. But yeah, basically the current storyline is false flag happened. We're kind of being locked into a war we didn't necessarily want to start, but you know, since we're starting it, we might as well grab whatever, like, connections we can.
Yeah.
And so, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, staying true to the Eorzean CIA joke name that I have given them, are sort of acting as the intermediaries to basically talk to various resistance factions and go like, hey, aren't you tired of being peaceful? Don't you want to go a little ape shit? So yeah. I don't see any soldiers. Good, let's cross. You're wondering about the tower to the south. I should probably change up the voice just a little bit, but that's fine. It's part of Castrum Velodina, and that's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it a great big eyesore. Honestly, you could see that rotten banner from absolutely moms away, and they never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. Look, you can tell the elementals are pissed here because their shit is level 60. That's a lesser Gagana? Damn, I don't want to see what a greater one looks like. You don't see me. You don't see me. I don't exist. You know what? Okay, I know it's insane for me to do that. But we're getting exploration XP. That will be how we help level up Red Mage. Exploration XP. This will totally not go wrong in any capacity. You don't see me. You don't see me. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of like... Yeah, that's a lot of mechanized parts. We're here. On the other side of this pass is Relger's Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there's some sort of trick to this? No. It's just rocks.
Just rocks.
Indeed, a glamour. Good eye, Stola. I take it they have a talented mage in their ranks, or mayhap an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, and before we go in, I don't know if Tata told you, but my friend Niago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. And I said they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way, and don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. Easy for you to say. You punch people to death. And with a sprinkle of demasking dust, all is laid bare. Ooh, cutscene on travel?
I remember the old stories. How
Oh,
the
shit.
Breaker of Worlds came down from on high.
Oh
and
yeah, because
cleft the earth
the narrator
with a single
changes.
blow. Ralga's Reach, a holy place, and a fitting home for the resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of
God,
our
we really are the CIA.
They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
Warrior of Light, it is imperative that we destabilize the Middle East. No XP for this. Alright. You'll have to forgive our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you for who you are, though. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Oh, he's a little older. Now, I know we would not... I know you would not have come all this way unless you had something to say. Sorry, I mixed up line 1 and line 2. Unless you had something important to discuss, so I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep, huh? Come with me. Why does everyone know how to flash step but me? Nice of this city to let us just... use our chocobo indoors. I love the idea of a summoning bell here, cause that means that there's a bell that you ring and your fucking retainer fucking phantom steps out of the Eorzean Alliance to go like trade shit with you. Oh my god, I filled 92 slots of my retainer's inventory. Okay.
Oh.
Oh wait, there's 2 sesame cookies, which boost the piety stat. Imagine if communion wafers was just like a box of Chips Ahoy. Jesus hands you a little bit of bread. This is my body broken for you. Hands you some wine. This is my blood spilt for you. Hands you a packet of yogurt.
It doesn't even say anything, just goes, you know what this is.
Just a packet of vanilla yogurt and just leaves.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Rauga's Reach, our humble headquarters.
That's a good fucking voice on you.
My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalimo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Ah, don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, John.
Papalimo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
Leave it to fanatics like
More than a few
us.
of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monargo told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolger, it filled me with an unholy fury.
You know, I do hope Ilberd
Best we can do now is see that
has a bad afterlife.
That is why we are here today, sir, to see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that. So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones. My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
I love Cold War politics. The Garleans just be like, we're gonna nuke ya. These are very nice helms. So it would seem we find ourselves with a surfeit of free time. Ah, forgive me. You're free to look around Ralga's Reach. In fact, I'd encourage you to do so. We'll give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe we will do just that. Let us make the most of this opportunity and assess the Resistance's capabilities. Free to poke our noses wherever we will, eh? I like the sound of that. Well, I already know this place inside out. I could show you around if you like, Lore. Great, let's get started. Here's the tutorial. The Bodhi Blastia are people? Sorry. I'll bet you think the Resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders like me, but the truth is we don't even account for half. We got Hellsguard from all the way over by the spine here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Naego. There's even some Beastmen, well, Beast women, I suppose, like that one over there. She's in Ananta. They've been with us for a while now. Well, one of the smaller factions has. The rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different from the Garleans to them. They keep to themselves, spending all their time crafting. Anata makes the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist the metals and crystals into shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work, and then most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them anyways. Let's take a closer look at the statue of Ralgar, shall we? What a beautiful place that I'm sure will be spilt with blood at least once during the storyline.
Yeah, see that pond over there? It's gonna be red by the end of it.
Look, some shit happened in Heaven's War. Alright, where's the jeweler? I want to see the beast women. Show her. I heard a monster girl. I went to the wrong side in. Wait, there's the big etherite. This bad boy can fit so much crack. Oh, that's a passage that was blocked off at some point. They have Sky Watchers? That bodes poorly. Holy shit, you're a straight up snake lady. Hell yeah. That's a cool fucking sword. Just vibing. Are you cold-blooded? Do you need the fire? Sorry, I love this fucking doohickey because it's just like, I'll get you next time, Sonic. Like flying it like a foot off the ground at a very slow speed is so funny to me. It's just like Eggman, like an Eggman doohickey. Like, this isn't the last you've seen of me.
Sonic killed this guy.
Sorry, Lise, I got distracted. We'll go see the cool statue. Oh, Shadow Mario has been here. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The Breaker of Worlds who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Ida used to tell me the story on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. At the end of the 5th Astral Era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across the Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign. And lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky, and led the way to these mountains of Girabania. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to great works without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast, hell's open, heavens weep. For no soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. That last part was inscribed on this stone by a monk of the Fist of Ralgar. Ida explained it to me. A day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not these precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us. I don't know. What looks at expansion name?
The what? Oh.
They keep saying Storm of Blood. It's like, I don't know if that Storm of Blood is finally upon us. It's like, well, you see, the name of the expansion.
Well, what's an expansion?
What's the current expansion? Stormblood? Oh. But if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, will see us through to the end. Sorry, that was all a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. We're gonna go poke some sick people.
Oh boy, my favorite pastime.
You're a white mage. Esuna got buffed to be an instant cast recently. Just fucking do that. More snake women.
More snake women.
Oh, it's pretty empty, all things considered. Huh? There's 1, 2, 3 people. A space this big, only 3 people? That's kind of good. And look at all their little like alchemy shit going on over here. Got ourselves some fucking science ladies. What you cooking up over here? Boiling something. I've seen the tonic so many times, an ale would work better to not. Oh damn, that's a bad sign.
What?
It's like I've done this tonic so many times, an ale would work better to numb the patient's aches. It's like, oh no. They making this. You know what? It's fine. You look like you have a hurt soldier. You're just waiting. Oh wait, no, there's like okay, we're up to like 5 people, but it seems like mild injuries with a couple exceptions. This is the infirmary, as you could probably tell. Here's where the resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned out our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. We should go. I'll show you to the Aetheryte Plaza next. Oh, I've seen it while I was trying to look everywhere but where the snake women were for the snake women. do 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 do. I really do like that. I do like the buff to Esuna, because I deadass would sometimes burn a quick cast on Esuna. As funny as that sounds, sometimes you just gotta do it to keep up the DPS. I know Esuna was already pretty... That wasn't... Oh, what the fuck? So many fat chook... The fuck? Are they having a... Are they setting up like a race? Huh. Look at this shit, Tom.
So many fat chocobos, holy shit.
Holy shit.
Want fried chicken, anyone?
When you've seen one Aetheryte, you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design, dating back decades to when the Fist of Ralgar was still here. It may look a little different, but still works just as well as any other. I'll show you where the settlers are next. And don't forget to attune to the Aetheryte before we go. I do like how there's a couple moments where it's like, okay, for the love of God, please don't, like... Oh my god, they are actually setting up a race. I'm just gonna just... just... Arms, armors, potions, you name it. These folks got it. The Resistance would be in a bad way without brave merchants keeping it provisioned. If you're short on anything, or need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. Oh, and Alphino and Alice are here. Well, why don't we see how they're getting on? Come to take the measure of our friendly neighborhood merchants? They're a bold lot. That much is plain. If the Imperials found out they were peddling their wares to the Resistance, they'd be lucky to escape with their lives. 'Tis a gamble, and I admire their courage, but their motives could hardly be said to be altruistic. Ah, here you are. I've been looking all over for you. We've finished discussing your proposal, and we're ready to receive you all back at the tent. I've sent someone to fetch Istola and Cryle, so if you'd like to follow me... Hello, we're gonna walk on this side of the table to talk to you.
Thank you all for waiting. We have reached a consensus. I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Those caveats being...
I'm gonna mute myself real quick to have a little bit of a
I take no
munch.
joy in this, just so you know.
Alright.
Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the Resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions. Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Rolga's Reach. Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree, but it will take time, and I cannot guarantee universal support.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers. Some of our most trusted veterans died at the wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Ishtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I had something else in mind for you lot. Monargo and Mefrid will tell you more.
Understood. We won't let you down.
If you would kill like 40,000 Garleans for us. Right then. Menego and Mefrid are to be our keepers. Knowing not of what they require, one task is as good as the other. Make your choice, Lore. Okay, so we got 2 quests. Let's see what the mask looks like. I don't know why I still have the beret. You know what? We'll talk to her. She's the one that we have a little bit more. You know what? We could do which one is okay, this one will give us more stuff. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions again for patching me up after I bled all over your floor. I owe you my life, and I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. It's all well and good. Me claiming my duties here couldn't wait, but a pardon thank you was the very least you deserved. My apologies. And thank you. Now to business. Commander Kemp's entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance's leadership. It covers everything we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort. 1 or 2 men at most, so we can make it to the wall swiftly and without attracting undue attention. Very well, I shall join you in this. General Alden commands the forces at Castrum Oriens. It should be simple enough to see it into his hands. Great, that's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out of the Reach. Can we hit up both at the same time? At the risk of repeating myself, it is hard for me to believe that we'd meet again. Here, of all places. Though I reckon you don't remember me after all this time. I remember you. Your, like, brother was sick, right? Like, we met in, like, Quarry Mill. Yeah. I'm impressed, given everything you went on and accomplished. You'd be forgiven for forgetting all about your time in Quarry Mill. Yeah, I was right, on the money. Suffice to say, we didn't forget about you either, nor the lives you saved. As for me, I went to Little Alamigo while Galleon was recovering. Gundebold was my former commander and an old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit. I told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in Little Alamigo, and others went to Alda for work. But as you can see, I chose to come back to Garabania and join Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It's not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, I'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Alagana. Alagana? If you're going there, you're taking me with you. Ah, that's right, you're from Alagana, aren't you, Lise? By all means, we'd welcome the company. There'll be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me by the tunnels to the peaks. Pop a little snack. Sorry, I don't know why, just apparating into my mind is the, what was the specific movie? Like Leprechaun Goes to the Hood or something? Or Leprechaun in the Hood?
I have no clue what you're on about.
But it's just the leprechaun going like, a friend with weed is a friend indeed. As he's just smoking with two guys.
This is...
I don't know why that just like apparated into my brain while the cutscene was going on. But yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Alagana. Clear the barricade if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There are more villages than there than out there, but also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We'll need to tread carefully. Me being normal about Lise.
I remember the peaks of Girabania. Silent watchmen that would stand.
It's kind
long
of
after
neat
we
that
were
she's
gone.
the narrator for this DLC. Or
We
not
came
DLC,
seeking
but
allies
expansion.
to join us in the fight
Yeah.
against the Empire. People who had had enough.
Just like how I forgot the name of the
People who had suffered every possible
I think like
indignity,
Edmund
who had been treated like
Edmond?
animals, day after day after
de
day.
Hochevant and not yeah. Bleh. Fine. De Dorndare, I think. I'm getting my names mixed up. But you know, the like noble house that like invited you. The head of the house is the narrator for Heaven's Ward.
Huh.
And I do like how basically at the end of that storyline, he's just like, you see him writing in his room, and he like basically puts a book away. Like he was chronicling the adventure. It's very nice. But now we're in this expansion, and she is being our narrator. Basically, I guess she's recounting. We've a glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The village is to the east. Keep watch for patrols as we move. These are very cool ruins. I do love the architecture, because while it's like, oh yeah, it's like, I mean, obviously you can just go like, oh, Middle East. I think there's also some like a, yeah, it's just like, yeah, no, it's just, you can see the notes of like Middle Eastern architecture. It's very nice. Like, obviously not perfectly, because look at that. That's obviously, like, like the South Americas. So it's a bit of a blend. It's like, yeah, that's obviously inspired by the Aztecs. So you have this like nice blend where like you have the fucking dome shit going on with some of the things, because it's like, yeah, Middle East, but then you also have, so you have like those little domes. I mean, like Russia, like Slavic architecture, I think also really loves those, but Middle East also. It's a big thing with Middle Eastern architecture from my remembrance. So you have this like nice blend of like Latin America plus like Middle East. And that's an interesting blend. But then obviously you have like the Garlean shit, which is like full of evil ass fuck shit. Oh, from a distant. Yeah, it's like you have the Garlean shit, like right there. That said, at a very large distance, very hard to tell if it was like black or brown. Kind of interesting. Also, I know it's like, oh yeah, the Aztec inspiration for like the tower, like pyramid shit. Look at that fucking thing. They're like hourglass this bitch. That is an architectural like nightmare, but also really cool. Like construction wise, like this could that would be a very unstable building. It would not take too much for the top half to come sliding off the bottom half, or that shit to like tip. Because there's not like a midsection, but it's very cool. I am also slightly talking out my ass. It just doesn't look right, and that's honestly cool. Nary an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Alagana's due east past that bridge. Follow me, it's not much further. Sup guys, it's me, Mefred. I'm freaking out.
Not freaking out right now.
We could fight or we could freak. Unfortunately for you, I am good at both.
Unfortunately for you, I'm feeling freaky.
You can rest easy. We made it. This is Alagana. It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, we do. But, as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by Griffin's promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Alagana lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that, then there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders, claiming allegiance to the resistance. And rightfully so. So with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech to the village square, but... Now if you didn't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. We'll need to be a good deal more, circumspect than that. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there are some brave men and women here willing to fight. I'm a masked outsider.
You're not suspicious at all.
Dude, I look like one of those fuckers from, like, the phone game of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Real KH heads now. I'm about to make this a Keyblade graveyard. Fuck, a Piety 5 stone? Kinda fucks. To get 3 of them. Ragnfrid, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. What a great fence.
Well, see, that's a trap. You wait till they hop over, then you fucking shoot them.
Little did you know, there's actually a motion sensor so that when you jump over there, the fucking hidden punchy pit activates.
Little did you know, they just flat out have fucking C4 traps there.
Man, that is one thing I regret not putting in Ilmaro Keep. The
What, fucking claymores?
No, the fucking thing of like, yeah, the obvious route is to walk here. Like, oh, this is blocking our path, but there's an obvious easy way in, and then you just jump through and you get fucking got.
I did love the fake magic trap, actual real physical trap.
It's very good and very funny. Don't know you, traveler. You a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, Elder. You know, I'm mentally like, I decided to just, I mentally am like, yeah, I'm just doing like a Namekian voice at this point, and it's very funny, just, hello there, guru.
God, I'm getting fucking old DBZA abridged, or DBZA shitpost. Oh, shit.
My friend. Oh god, now I now have to give him the voice. Greetings and well met, Elder, and sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. I too have long been away from Alagana, and I would know of your recent troubles. That's very neat. As it went changed from day to night in the game, his little light post turns on mid cutscene. That's nice. Ah, your comrades of Mefford, I see. I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose. The Griffin came with many men and left with many more. Such is the rumor. Is it true? Fine. I accidentally skipped that. That's fine. The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We've made an agreement with the Alliance. This time it'll be different. This time? You know what? This is a little bit more serious. This time? Cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our god, and they demanded a fifth of what little we got left. I hate the bastards with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Mefford. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now leave us be, and never return. You have no right to speak to us like that. I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to feed us, and that was before half of our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. Yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. Nuh-uh. No, you don't, because it's my village too, my home. What in the hells are you on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lise Hext. And I'm here to take back my homeland. By Rauker, the last time you were here, I didn't even know you were still alive. And I never thought you would come. I almost didn't, and my sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we got to carry on the fight. Who even sound like him? As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave. Alagana is as much of your home as it is mine. But I say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. Oh, we plotting? That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragnfrid might help us recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't gonna happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll need the first three gain their trust. It's risky, and it's hardly subtle. But I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they've got, and if we can do anything to help. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. I'm taking those piety stones. Oh my god, we have quests that split into more quests. Alright, let's go. You'd best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Set your peace and move on. You have any quests? Looking for folks down on your luck? Well, congratulations. You found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out. Too much pain and trouble for others. There's a tea that helps with it, though. I need to grind a chapuli horn and a hornbill talon for the blend. You'll go and get me some for me, just like that. You needn't trouble yourself, so. She just goes up and says like, I'll have your name in my prayers, and our fucking chocobo, just both legs explode. Whoop. Get her a Bonnian Hornbill. What the fuck are those? Doo-doo. Hard country for old men? Wait, no, that isn't. We call that Yakuza. The entire series. Except Yakuza 0, where they're like, actually, here you go, 20-year-old Kiryu.
There we go. Okay.
Welcome to my domain expansion, you stupid fucking bird.
There we go.
Welcome back. Hello, miss. We have your nighttime tea. Joke's on you. This tea wasn't for my leg. It was for my massive goth. Honey, I'm unsheathing Excalibur. This was a... This was basically Viagra. I lied to you the entire time.
Babe, I like you and all, but nothing got me harder than pulling the sword from the stone.
Babe, nothing got me harder than unloading a shotgun at an Arby's.
Babe, I am not mentally well.
Babe, this is a threat.
Babe, this is a cry for help.
Babe, nothing makes me feel like living anymore than blindfolding myself and blind firing this Tommy gun.
I've never been more hard.
Babe, you can trust me with explosives. You've been gone a while. What brings it back to Alagana? Here's this shit. Oh, I never meant to... I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually... This country's hard on people. It's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know? Whereas a live one... You're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason to tell you... not to tell you then. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs. Then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. The weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that they've made it not that it'd have made a difference if I'd fought back. I knew what the lot of them were about the moment the Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others, and by the time I limped back to the hut, I was too late. It was too late for my father. Too late for me too, and many others, I imagine. Help them too if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you, but beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. A new face in Alagana, huh? What would you ask of me, then? Bro, you are... you're built like... Fuck, what's the name? Like, Jack from Tekken, the fucking robot? You're jacked. Bro, your arm is the size of my torso. A stranger and a generous souls besides. Bollocks, there's not more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you're an Imperial agent, I'd expect you to go about your business with more discretion. Bucker me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well. I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working the rocks by Grim and Enids. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? Right then. Frightened Curl is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. He ought to understand.
I don't know if he doesn't understand the hands who like some, like, I don't know, shepherd's pie or something.
I love pie. Am I going the right way? No. Absolutely not.
Going the absolute wrong direction.
Sorry, I just had this mental image of like some Leatherface motherfucker with a shotgun with the caption Arby's, we got the meat. Because of the prior shit post. Those hostile? Those are hostile butterflies. Those will apparently kill you. They're level 60 too. Imagine just being a normal person as like, yeah, look at that massive butterfly. It's so cute. And then it just fucking strangles you to death. Fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a horse-sized grasshopper. That's also fucked up. Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's on the sack over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mind, so be careful when you pick them up. Conscionably heavy sacks. Thomas, you gotta put that on your, like, Tinder profile. Unconscionably heavy sack.
I don't even have a Tinder profile.
Don't you have a joke one that's literally just a black screen or some shit?
Yeah, and I haven't touched it in years. I took multiple just black screen images, and that was it.
So do those sites actually have you like take photos, or can you just go through like a gallery? Scroll through your gallery.
Go through a gallery. I don't fully remember.
Cause I'm saying like there has to be like funny things you can upload on there, like impact font era meme shit. You know, one of the funnier things I like when making shit posts is unironically using Impact or Comic Sans. And that's, chat, how you know that like a shitpost caption might have come from me. I straight up use typically green or red Comic Sans. However, I've started to lean away from that and basically use the font Centaur to represent when I'm speaking. Ah, the new face. You have my leftovers? I look at the item description.
Take it. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Oh, that's a good reference.
That's good. Oh wow, you actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. Now I need to change his voice. Fuck. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious what it's all for. The rocks by the lakes have got good deposits. It ain't hard for my brother to pass for any other plodding quarrymen, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side to bundle up and sell to the settlers what trade with the resistance. It's a living and a way of fighting back besides. Our way of spitting in the Garlean's eyes for putting our father in an imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. I don't know if he's dead or alive even, though if he were alive, he'd not be long for the world if we caught him fighting, if we were caught fighting for the resistance. So, this is the best we can do. And that's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everyone's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. And I suppose I just wanted you to know is all. That we know why you're here, and that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. Yeah, Ilbert kind of fucked everybody in this situation. There you go. There you are. Laura, I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I taught them a few tricks to better hide what they've got. I was at least getting on, by the way. You'd think people would be more inclined to trust the local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. No, I didn't mean to. And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of his bastard wall, living the high life, I wager. That's not fair. Hello, I'm a mysterious benefactor. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends, deigning to help us poor unfortunate souls. She's a walking ID, I would not provoke her, but yes. Just... sorry. She is a nuclear arsenal. Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we'll go and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels. Leave all of you before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Elise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart, and if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it hasn't changed the fact that I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else, it's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Meffred. Oh, have I not attuned to this aetheryte yet? I probably should. That'd probably be very convenient. Looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them. given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow. I don't know. But if anything, it just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, Lise. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I would have never left Lore or the rest of you, and we might not be here today, in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Help. Someone. Anyone. We need help. I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. Rakrada, the Tribunum and the bloody Ratman, they... Damn it all. You there. Take a deep breath and then tell us what happened. It is all business as usual. The Tribunum's due soon, and you are taking it to the Imperials when the Quickhorn attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. Was just an old temple before they came, and listen, Wakrada's the only family I got left. If I lose him, The Ziggurat? If the Ratman took him there, he's as good as dead. We gotta go after them. If there's a chance, even a chance her brother's still alive, we have to try. You're right, Lise. We've got to help them. If not for the missing man, then for the Tribunum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late. So, Wakrada is being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which means it's been taken over by a host of Quickhorn bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. Hey, I hail from, look, I hail from the Black Shroud. I know a thing or two about Quickhorn. I say... absolutely fucking up and mistaking them for the Ixali mentally. The Quickhorn are like the little impy motherfuckers, right? Blood Glider? I hate that. I hate that conceptually. Oh my god. Leave. No, I'm not. I'm not dealing with you. Yeah, like little kobold fuckers. Oh my god, these ones look so cool. Up, I piss someone else off. Let's... I commune with nature and it says fuck off, I guess. Please, let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the ziggurat. Who dares come to loot our man flesh? Ours to eat. Ours to eat. Dude, these Quickborn are fucking, like... We knew it'd come to this. Quick, kill them before they alert the others. You're not looking my way. Haha, stupid.
Looks your way.
Oh. There's an ether in here. You don't see me. God, I'm being jumped. Alright. Benediction myself. Fuck, I'm attracting extra attention. We're having ourselves a fucking fight here. Okay, we can just take these one at a time. Flower up. I actually got some use out of like a Flatus Solus. By Ralker, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I'd hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him. Wait, are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's gonna be alright. My sister? Oh, Ralker be praised. She's safe. And you've not fought your way in here just for me? To think there are still good and brave folk here. We should go before the quick return in force. Do you still have the Tributum? Oh gods, the Tributum. The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. What, now in your condition? You don't understand. We've got a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. I am currently a healer. I also doused the area in healing magic. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I got a bad feeling about this. Motherfucker, you here to get a free shot on me while I'm turning in the quest? I will kill you. Boom, I healed all my damage. Fuck you. Listen, Lord Manfred, I think we need to go after Rakrata. Wait, you'd better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that, I do, and I don't want to intervene. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up its trail. This is a tall structure. It would be a shame if I fucking fell off of it. I'm really gonna do it. I'm really gonna... And full healed. I think the Chocobo feather. Any luck? A chocobo feather, is it? By my reckoning, it came from Recratus bird. In any case, there's a collapsed bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. Any minute now. I expect he'll come thundering around the bend and hear that. Get to cover, quickly, now.
Are they Imperials?
No, I think that's a splinter group.
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, no, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fifth? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
They are already condemned to a life of hard labor.
But it isn't fair.
Also, yes, we can kill all of them, including the ones on the tower.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this god's-forsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
You know, we went from one game having the, like, hey, some of the citizens that basically are, like, in league with the fascist empire story to another, because we're also playing Tales of Arise.
He gets to go home. We should do the same.
Welcome to Hot Sisladin. I heard the commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. It tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy, but they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. A battle dance? Well, battle dance does nothing for me, so we'll grab... we're likely gonna go with that. Having me choose between three bad bitches. I could use without swinging a chandelier around. Okrada's alive and the tribunum's been paid. That's all that matters. That's all that matters for now. And I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the Scots decide to return. We'd best get back to Alagana and tell Ragnfrid his man got the job done. Ragnfrid, more like Ragnfreak. Sorry. We owe you a great debt of gratitude for what you did. Oh, fuck. For all the good it did. We saw what happened when he met with the Skulls. How they beat him half to death. We could have stopped him. Aye, I reckon you could. Effort's a warrior, as is your comrade, and you're strong like your father. That much is plain. But I think, Ralger, you did not, because it would not have ended with Rakrata and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said, for only the gods know how many others. And that's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day? That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well. I do, but I'm telling you, God's in the heaven as my witness that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was as stubborn as an ox too. If she's set on walking the same path, I but pray she won't follow it to the same end. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's alright. Lise! Aye, there you go. How you holding up? Sorry about running off like that. Alamegan's terrorizing their own. I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know? I didn't expect to storm a castrum with their pickaxes or shovels and whatever it was. But nor did I expect Ricrata to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place or even my father's face. But I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran. And that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home. But not mine, is it? There you are, Elise. I've been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? Aye, that I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. It wasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spouted about how I loved my village, but when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Ricrata, but you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will, if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance? When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others I know who've been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened soldiers like you lot, but if your heart bleeds for Alamico, that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Ralker's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Still think this isn't your home? No, I was just thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. And that took up like a nice... That was almost perfect timing, like 2 hours? For one of the two plot lines.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess next stream we'll go follow, with, Alice. And deliver shit to, Raban. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. There's nothing... Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits, and it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these last 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling, too. I heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but... when, not if. The day will come, Lise. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Alamegan, none of that matters. They've all got They all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself. But who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. Right then. I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits. Lord, Lise, it's been a pleasure. And we get our fucking healer stick upgraded. So I am going to equip that before I forget. I should clear out some of this. Inventory management has not been my greatest forte. I've kept the Omni Rod for no other reason than it looks fucking terrifying. Have you seen the Omni Rod?
I don't think it's in the Omni Rod.
I'm going to equip the Omni Rod.
What the fuck?
Oh, don't you worry. If you zoom, if we zoom in, you just wait for it. Wait for it. This motherfucker blinks. That's alive. Yeah, it blinks. It looks around.
What the fuck?
The Omni Rod is fucking freaky.
Where the fuck did you even find that?
Dude, that was in fucking A Realm Reborn. Where did I find it? I don't know if it's one I crafted. But yeah, no. That shit fucking terrifying. It's like... Oh, this staff actually looks kind of cool. Sharp. Pointy. Also, the rest of the outfit I'm wearing, like the little tie and the like skirt and all that shit, Tataru makes that.
Huh.
Yeah, it's actually a neat little moment because throughout Heavensward, Tataru basically just goes up to like each party member you find is just like, hey, welcome back. Well, welcome back. We found you after all this time. Get in the fitting room. It's like, new season, drip check. Like, she dresses Y'shtola. Does she give Thancred his new outfit? I think Thancred got his own from trading. Alice got her new outfit. And then we got ours, because she ambushed us and was like, we're fitting you. Anyways, that's been fun. Hey Twitch, you can find me on YouTube. Hey YouTube, you can find me on Twitch. I post art on Blue Sky. I also do commissions, by the way. You know, a slightly different art style than the nice little animated GIF you see talking in front of you, but that's, you know, I have a little bit more refined of a default art style, but this one is just simple enough to animate real well. yeah, you can also see there has been a follower goal. It's still valid till the end of the year, in which case I'll be very sad if we don't make it. I had this goal since like August. But we're very close. We're like 5 people away. It's real neat. We might actually get there. Yeah, I'm probably going to boot off, and if I don't decide to draw anything, I'll probably just be playing Baldur's Gate 3 as, just continuing my actor run, because why not? Oh, I should post the stream schedule, but it's basically the same one as the one with the, like, Undertale shit. We're doing Undertale, instead of Song of the Realms. I don't know if I want to do Atlas or, I want to continue Digimon. I do want to continue Digimon, but I don't know how well people give a shit about Digimon. But it's fine. I'll still do it. You know what? We could split the difference. We'll do Digimon now. But if something comes up, if there's like, hey, multiplayer's on the table, I'll just do Atlas. That'll be the Wednesday slot. Don't expect my ass tomorrow. Tuesdays and Sundays seem to be my days of rest. That said, you can still expect me to be posting art tomorrow. Just don't expect me to be streaming tomorrow. And next week, I do want to try to do Final Fantasy, like, at an earlier time so that we don't run into the fucking maintenance wall. So next week, we're probably going to be starting closer to, like, 6 or 7 so that, the 2-hour mark hits, before the server, shuts down. Because they typically shut it off at, like, 9? Going off CST, shift the clock 2 hours back. So, like, if we're talking, like, PST. It's whatever. We'll be doing things a couple hours, or we might be doing things a couple hours earlier next week. But everything else should be on the same schedule. Yeah. That's it. Also, hello, November participants. Have you had your fun with your little relapse? See you guys Wednesday. We're playing Digimon. Oh, I haven't clicked off just yet, and